Finally, we made it again. Here goes. No! So yeah, this one was rough. I am back for the last time on the Sprint Lab rerun by Fussystep. This is a Minecraft adventure parkour map set in a futuristic lab. It is an extremely difficult map with some levels taking hundreds of attempts to beat. As always, a link to the map is in the description, so if you want to play this map for yourself, click that link down below and prepare to rage. Also, if you're enjoying this video so far, then click the subscribe button and enable notifications. This lets you know when new videos are up and doesn't cost you a cent. Now let's get on to the video. So level 11 was not too bad at all. It introduced conveyor blocks, but these didn't really make it much harder at all. As you can see in this clip, I got through here very quickly. So yeah, that's a 4-block jump, and then these ones move you automatically, and they kind of move you automatically whether you want it or not. So it means that like you're gonna have some very annoying cases coming up. I feel we're going to be stuck here not for quite as long as say level 5 or 9, but we're not going to clear here right away. But then in the middle of this level, something very unexpected happens. Take a look. Whoa, what was that? Oh, hold on. Yeah, we got the talking thing. Oh, ha 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 ha. We were seriously worried you were going to escape. But no, we got you. If you wish to leave, you must do one last grueling experiment for us. So that, my friend, was my amazing voice acting skills. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Anyway, level 12 was... yeah, I don't even know where to start. I don't see how anyone could possibly beat this level for real. I mean, just look at it. First you have this jump around the wall. Then you have a 4-block jump with no run-up. After that, there's this underground section featuring everyone's favorite yellow block. And then finally, there's this last section with corner jumps on yellow. All these sections are hard enough on their own, but to beat this map, you have to complete all of them without any checkpoints. I wouldn't call that completely impossible, but you're going into the thousands when you talk about the number of attempts it would require. As I said, the first really tough jump was this jump right here. I barely even need to explain this one, just look at it. It's a jump around a 2-block thick wall. I had never done this jump ever in my entire life, so I had a feeling I'd be unable to beat this one. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at what we have to do here. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? We have a jump that I have never made in my entire life, and I don't know how to do it at all. I was getting close there. Once we beat that jump, we don't have too much left. There's like a 4-block jump and then a 3-block jump. So hopefully once you finish that, it should be good enough. But to do just this one jump, it's going to be pretty tough. So yeah, I think you can kind of see how ridiculous this next jump we're doing is. I don't know how to do these jumps at all. Like, I don't even know how to do it around 1 block, let alone 2. Okay, I'm getting somewhere, but you need a mix of timing and the perfect angle. And that is clearly very difficult to achieve. Yeah, if you're slightly too far to the left, you'll hit the block. And you'll just die. Maybe I'll try going on the other side. No. Okay, well, I didn't hit the corner of the wall there, so I guess we're kind of getting somewhere, but at the same time, we're really not. I mean, look at this madness. I'm going to actually aim way too far to the right now, because when I change my angle, that does something. That's the thing. Okay. Okay, that was way too much of an angle change. You have to get a mix between the perfect angle and turning the right way. And as you can see, I am very shaky. So we're probably not going to be able to make this within 30 minutes. I might do 40, actually. I might try for 40 minutes. But funnily enough, I actually managed to make it after only about 10 minutes of trying. you know, we've heard of levels holding us back a very long time. Oh my god, I was... Well, I have a really bad throat. I was really close there. I was so close. Oh, we were so close there. No, we're actually getting somewhere. Okay, well, that was clearly way too much of a turn. I shake too much, you see, and it's impossible for me not to shake because when you're doing something like this, you just get so excited. So I don't want to jump out at that sharp bit of an angle. Let's aim about there. Currently, I'm making a skin for Blossom, like by AU5. I uploaded a by design by World last night, and we made it. We made the jump. Okay, because we made that jump in, what was it, 12 minutes? That means that if I fail this jump, I will do this jump again. Here goes nothing. Okay, now I have to do the jump again. Alright, well, I said I'd do that. So, yep, that's what I have to do. This jump is hard. This jump is extremely hard. You have no idea how difficult these walls actually make these jumps. Like, this is a whole zone you just can't hit at all. Like, it's actually insane. There's no other way to describe it. It is ridiculous. Yeah. And there, I just did it again. Guys, we did it. We did that jump again. Okay. I think that's the little secret, though. By putting a 4-block jump after it, it kind of makes you... You know, you kind of... How do I describe it? You're in a false sense of security. You, like, think, oh, 4-block jump. Sure, that's tough, but it's not crazy tough. I should make that, right? And even though, like, normally you would actually not be too bad at 4-block jumps, here you just mess them up every time because you have, like, all the pressure from the previous jump bearing down on you. So as you saw there, I really started to crack this jump. But as you can also see, the same cannot be said for the 4-block jump afterwards. Lots of them in a row, or you have them following very tough jumps. It can be really, really difficult. No! I just failed that a 3rd time. Come on, and I failed it the exact same way as well. Now, normally 4-block jumps are already pretty tough, and I fail them more often than I make them. But this one was on a completely different level of difficulty altogether. Slightly worse, anyway. Yes! Okay, that seems to be a bit of a trick if you go out to the far edge of that and then aim correctly. I failed that jump that exact way 4 times in a row. Like, you know, if I was failing that jump different ways, it would be one thing. But I'm failing it the same way 4 times in a row. Like, are you actually for real? Now, could we... We didn't make it again. Oh my god. I swear, that jump is actually going to be more of the bane of my existence than this jump. Because this jump, after a while, you just kind of get it. But 4-block jumps are always tough. This one, I basically have it cracked. Okay, yeah. There we go. And can we please... I have failed that exact jump, that exact way, something like 5 or 6 times now. And it's really starting to get unbearable. Because I have to keep repositioning it. There we go. I'm going to look down while doing that. If I held forward, I would have made that. Finally, we made it again. Here goes. No! That has to be like the 8th time I failed there. easily something like the 8th or 9th time. It's actually ridiculous. And I'm failing like that. Are you seeing this? Okay, so it seems like you have to go right at the edge. What? Why am I having so much trouble on that 4-block jump? Alright, I failed that like 9 times now. Literally like 9 or 10 times. Alright, I do fail 4-block jumps often, but I don't fail them 10 times in a row. Okay, I swear, I go off that block earlier than normal. Like, I go off the block like after I press space. Like, that's actually ridiculous. If I align with this, just aiming for the glow. Oh my god, we figured out the alignment. Okay. And now that should be when my cursor's there. So, okay, that's like the 11th or 12th fail in a row on that now. And it's really getting obnoxious. Alright. Okay, well, I actually managed to jump that time, but I didn't get anywhere near enough distance. I swear, this is like a fake jump, and it's not actually 4 blocks, but instead it's like way harder. Alright, let's try this jump. How? Okay. That is, like, what? I could not make this jump even once after the jump around the wall. After about 10 failed attempts, I built a floor so I could practice the jump, and it became very clear that I wasn't making it. Like, I thought that this test would be sort of illusory and I'd end up making it a few times, but I'm falling short every single time, or I'm not even jumping. Like, I basically jumped at the very edge there and still didn't manage to get it, alright? Like, what? Every time I fall, you can basically hear when I hit the space bar. Like, what? I've done 4-block jumps before. They're not this hard. I want to see, is it an illusion? Is it made more difficult by the glass? Alright, I'm going to try the 4-block jump here, where I can go back, when I can go farther back. No, I'm still basically never making it. I press down when it crosses the line. I don't go far enough. Any later, I still don't go far enough, or I fall. Alright? I'm gonna keep at this for a little bit longer. But as you can see, I'm just not making it at all. Like, look, are you seeing this? I'm basically going off right at the very edge, and I'm still not making it. For a while, I couldn't even figure out why. But then it hit me. And if you don't understand why, just look at the glass behind the jump. That's right, this jump has no run-up whatsoever, which makes it borderline, if not completely impossible. I did try to do the one in front of it a few times, though. This one had a little more of a run-up, and that run-up was the difference between extreme and just very hard. Okay, I tried. Okay, so if you think you're done after that jump, well, I hate to break it to you, but we're only getting started. Next up was the underground section, and this only actually had about 1 or 2 very hard jumps, but I still failed quite a bit. The first of these really hard jumps was, unsurprisingly, the one off the yellow block. Let's go. Alright. We made the possible jumps in this. Yeah, again, I might come back to that 4-block jump eventually, but it's so difficult. Like, it's on a completely unreasonable level. Oh, oh, oh. No. No. That has to be satire. There's no way that they're expecting me to go through that every time. Like, it actually gets so ridiculously frustrating. Alright. Okay. If I did anything else, I would have just zoomed right off into oblivion. This literally makes you ask the what questions, you know? There was no way to control myself there. Like, how? Like, what? Those yellow speed blocks are ridiculous. They actually make you go way too fast. Like, it actually becomes impossible to control yourself. Literally impossible. That doesn't help either. Just dying there doesn't help either. I will actually scream. Oh. Okay. It seems like you have to sprint when you're on these directional blocks. But if I sprint on that, I don't get, like, if I sprint on that, I go way too far. And I just don't get there at all. It's when I start failing the jumps on the arrows that I just want to give up on existence. Because that is the point where it really stops being funny just failing all the time. Like, it's just depressing. You get nowhere. Like, you just feel like you're terrible at everything. Yeah, okay. There is no way to control myself on that. Like, that block is just an instant death. No! Oh, that's something I never knew. And I keep opening my inventory. Oh my god, I will actually scream. That's actually something I didn't know. That's very useful. You don't actually go over the edge on these blocks. You just get, you just got brought to the edge. That is very useful to know. Yes. Finally. That was only took like way too long. My god, I nearly fell off that. But this one off the line block wasn't that easy either, especially since the angle of it was so awkward. Nope. Didn't make that either. I don't know how anyone could possibly do this in one go without, days of practice. Literally days of practice. There's just no way. No, okay, if you do it from the very back, that happens and you just don't go far enough at all. After you clear that though, all the fails are on you. This section looked really tough when I first got to it, but I figured it out in no time at all. Oh, okay, yes. Excuse me. I see what we're meant to do here. Oh, that isn't quite as tough as it might be actually. Okay, I have to actually do all that again. Alright. Okay, so that doesn't seem too tough, really. Okay, I have how that works. But then it was time for the last section. And this last section with the yellow blocks was just... It was just annoying to try to beat. The uncontrollably high speed makes it a complete look of the draw on whether you make a jump. And there are literally 6 of these. One thing that can help you is that if you go to the edge of the block, you lose the speed effect. But this only works for some of the jumps. So this is testing like how well do you know sneak? Or how well do you know about using the edges of blocks to circumvent your physics restrictions? And it actually gets a bit ridiculous. Not gonna lie, it gets kinda unfair. This whole level is very, very unfair. Like, how is anyone supposed to beat this whole level? Like, you know, I'd say it's not as tough as level 10, but it'd be close to it. I am actually ready to just give up. I am actually ready to just completely give up. This is clearly stretching it too far. This is stretching it way too far. It's a fact. Look, I literally can't. If this is one level, I might have tried to do it legit. But yeah, with how much time I have to spend just getting back here every time I die, we're just going to try and do each jump once. There we go. But of course I had the adventure mode thing ending up. Alright. No human could play this level and think it's fair difficulty for a whole one singular level with no checkpoints. At this point, I was basically completely out of energy and just wanted to move on. So after just trying each jump a few times to showcase them, I moved on. I mean, I already decided I wasn't beating this map all the way back in level 10. Okay. We did that. Let's click that. What lovely elevator music. Oh, we're going up. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, there's even more. And it's more yellow. Wow. If you're actually crazy enough to try to properly beat this map, this is the first checkpoint you get in level 12. And you would need it, because look what's in front of you. Now, unlike the downstairs section, I believe this one is closer to level 5 in difficulty. It's really, really hard, but it's beatable in tens or hundreds of attempts. See, this is hard, but it's of a difficulty that I think it's reasonable to actually, you know, respect the checkpoints. Doesn't seem like... I'm just going to take a look around and see what we actually have left. Yeah. I don't think so. I think this level... I think this is just way too hard. Like, nowhere... Like, this is not right at all. Alright? This is like... This is where it just kind of crosses the line, really, isn't it? Yeah, I think so anyway. I would have tried this one out more properly if I had the time, but I was already over an hour by the time I got here. So once again, I just tried each jump out a few times individually, and then called it a day. What I will do, though, is I will try and play the bits I think I can play. Alright? We're gonna do this little sneaky thing. There you go. Fragilities, you are dedicated. You stay out here even in the wee hours. Clear a section, that means that section is finished. So you don't have to ever do it again. I mean, we're already over time. Well, we're not over time, but like we're... you know. And I'm failing that the exact same way every single time. But there is one last thing. If you manage to beat the map, you get the opportunity to blow it up. And to be honest, I don't see how anyone would want to do anything else after all those hours, if not days, on levels 10 and 12. But anyway, that's it for the Sprint Lab rerun. If you liked this video, then be sure to click the like button down below. To watch the last map I did, click right here. And finally, if you want to see more content from me, subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and have a good night or day.